Hi guys, Miss Melissa here for another Music and Art Wednesday. Today we're going to continue to talk about the same subject that Miss Evelyn spoke about last week, music. She told you about her piano and why she played the piano, and she also played a song for you. I hope you go back and watch that video if you didn't get an opportunity to watch it before seeing this one. So I'm going to get started with talking to you a little bit about what we've been covering in our summer camp. We've been talking about self-awareness, our emotions. We've been talking about self-management. We've been talking about making responsible decisions and also social awareness. And I want to talk a little bit about music and how it affects our emotions. So, without further ado, I'm going to play something for you. Now, when you hear this sound, what do you feel inside? How does it make you feel? Does it make you feel confused? Are you feeling frustrated because it's an odd sound to you? So just imagine if you thought about this sound from the perspective or through the eyes of a 2-year-old or 3-year-old. Would they feel the same way? Would they feel confused? Or if you looked at their instruments, kitchen tools, would their emotions be of happiness, of joy, because they're making sounds and they're just getting used to newer and newer sounds? So our other song, sounds, are going to come from this instrument. I'm going to try to be careful with it because it's usually not here. This instrument is called a bass, a double bass, or a string bass. And this is the sound that it makes. Now I'm strumming it with my finger, not using a bow. What emotions do you feel when you hear the notes of a double bass or a string bass? This bass makes very low notes, low sounds. What emotions do you feel with those low sounds? Do you feel the same way as you felt when you listened to the sounds that the spoon and the lid made? Or do you feel something different when you hear this? Does this sound remind you of thunder? How do you feel when you hear the sound of thunder? Or maybe you just think this is a great soothing sound, calming sound inside. How do you think your parents would like the sound of a string bass? If you were around in the 15th, 16th century, you would feel great joy in being able to listen to this music because this is the instrument that was around at that time, especially in Europe. What about our next instrument? This is a different kind of bass. This is an electric bass. It's not plugged in right now. It makes low noise, but not the same. It doesn't make the same low noises that a string bass does. But how does it make you feel when you hear this instrument, the bass, being played on the music that you listen to, that you stream on your devices, your tablet or your laptop or your phone, or if you go to a concert and you hear this being played? What emotions do you feel with this instrument? What emotions do you think your parents feel when they hear this? What about the 2-year-old we talked about? If they heard the low notes that are with the string bass or with the electric bass, would they feel the same type of joy? So I just wanted you to take some time today and a couple days after you have watched this video and pay attention to the sounds you hear, to the songs you hear, the music that you hear, and really focus inward, because we've been working on that, and think about how it makes you feel. Are there certain songs that you love to hear because they calm you when you're nervous? Are there certain sounds that you like to hear? Maybe the sound of the banging on pots and pans make you feel hungry because you know it's time to eat when you hear those sounds in the kitchen. Maybe you hear some other sounds. Maybe you hear the sounds of rain, and that makes you happy because you have a garden and you know that your plants are going to be fed. Maybe you hear this when you hear the song, the birthday song that everybody sings. How does that make you feel? Now that we are living in a new world, do those songs and those sounds still make you feel the same way? So I just want you to take the time and think about songs and music that you hear and how it makes you feel. I will tell you, listening to the sounds of both of the bass, the string bass, which I'm going to pull up a little bit, the string bass and the electric bass are great sounds to me. I love to hear them play. I love to hear them played. So have a good evening or daytime, and whenever you're watching our videos. I will have another video for you next week. Remember, think about the sounds, think about your self-awareness when it comes to that, the emotions that you're feeling with music and sound. Have a great day. See you soon.